Just imagine in a country where you cannot differentiate between the operations of the security agency, the law enforcement agency, and the criminals. How can the law enforcement agency in Nigeria be operating on the same mode, in most cases the same dress code like the criminal? You see a DSS officer, you see some policemen with mask at night, maybe 2 a.m. See, you cannot identify the difference between a policeman and a criminal in most of the way our security agencies operate. This isn't fair. I don't think this is how they operate in the civilized world. So when you operate like criminals, in most cases, you are expecting to run into some kind of unwanted circumstance or situation. Now look at the news above now. They said some suspected Yahoo boys ambushed EFCC in Anambra. But my question now is this. How do they even know if they are Yahoo boys? Because they are EFCC, so they feel the only enemy the EFCC have gathered all these years is the Yahoo boys. I don't think so. And the last time I checked, there has been no record of the so-called Yahoo boys being armed. Perhaps that's why they are very easy for the EFCC to go after. How can you go after a suspect at 2 a.m. and then upon getting there, you're going to destroy, you can almost bring a building down. The way this EFCC operates, sincerely, is barbaric, is animalistic. When you have a suspect, there are so many ways you can go about arresting them without damaging the properties, damaging the houses. In most cases, some of these people turn to be innocent. Then the damages being made during the arrest, nobody take responsibility for them. It doesn't make sense. Now, let me ask some few questions from what I have read. They said they left Enugu, coming to Anambra to make this arrest. How did the Yahoo boys now know the EFCC was coming? Because I have every reason to believe that the EFCC must have run into a counter or a different criminal group. Remember, we are talking about the eastern region of Nigeria. So why are you saying it is the Yahoo boys? The Yahoo boys are not known to be carrying arms. That's my point. And the EFCC, from the way they operate, from a video I even watched from an incident that happened in Anambra State not too long ago, a house they visited where they arrested 15 boys and at the end none of them were innocent, but the damages, the destruction on the properties in that house was alarming. So if the people even at the end, let's even assume it is the Yahoo boys that laid the ambush, is it really not getting too much? Let's call a spade a spade. This same EFCC was unable to break into Yahaya Bello's house. They couldn't. Instead, they have to apply logic and tactics. We don't know how the discussion went, that Yahaya Bello now have to show himself in their office. They could not break in. We saw the way they broke in Okorocha's house in Imo State, proud to the APC presidential primaries. That was during the day. They came through the roof. We saw it. But when it comes to the white elephant, is that what they call it? The white lion, which is Yahaya Bello of Kogi State, they could not be violent. They couldn't even touch his gate. But you just go to people's house and be bringing down properties in the name of you are looking for Yahoo boys. Now look at what has happened to that officer now. The most worrisome thing here is who really knows who have attacked this EFCC? Because when you've created too many enemies, when you become a target to too many, your Waterloo can come from anywhere. But now they just want to assume or presume that it is some suspected Yahoo boys. And the one you may have arrested now, I read that they've arrested one suspect. I wonder how that guy is going to undergo all the torture in this life to admit that he's a Yahoo boy. We know the Nigerian system. When the security agency arrests you in Nigeria, you will confess what they want you to say. And at the end of the day, they say he has made confessional statement. The way our security agency, our law enforcement agency, the way they operate is not normal. Let's be very honest. That's why when I saw in the news the other day, when the police spokesperson was saying it is criminal, it is an offense not to help a police officer in danger, I just laugh. See, if not that I know some good policemen and I have some friends, I know there are good police officers, that's not disputable. But the way policemen behave, the way majority of them behave, even you, the police spokesperson that said that it is criminal or it is an offense not to help a police officer, if you are in the position of the Nigerian people, being a victim of all the policemen do to some of us, if you see a policeman in danger, you can only wish for more. But those of us that are reasonable, we don't generalize things. There are bad eggs in the police. There are also very decent ones. So I would say it's okay. But you cannot force the people to be friends to somebody they perceive as enemy. And when you see your enemy or a perceived enemy in danger, what do? Do you rescue them? Do you help them? So let the police redeem their image. The security, the law enforcement agency in general, they should redeem their image and begin to act accordingly. Do things normally like it is done out there. We must not always do things like animals. I believe we are not in a zoo, but many believe we are in a zoo. And when you say Nigeria is a zoo, so many people react negatively to it. But the attitude of our leaders, our law enforcement agencies, does not say otherwise. So now it could have been Yahoo boys that attacked them, which is, to my own understanding, most unlikely. And it could have been any other body. There's no way the Yahoo boy would have known that the EFCC was coming after them. Do Yahoo boys carry arms? I don't really know what happened, but maybe we'll find out more later. Thank you.